Why Manchester United just can't say no to Mason Greenwood? Is it possible for Manchester United to reconsider their decision to part ways with Mason Greenwood? Their recent fortunes in the league, in contrast to Greenwood's performance in La Liga, points to the fact that Man United might not be able to say no to Greenwood's comeback. Before the controversial news of the assault, Greenwood was not doing bad for Manchester United, scoring 4 goals in 9 games. He was able to keep star signing Jadon Sancho on the bench. At only 20, Greenwood already established himself as a Premier League starter. His ability to shoot from any angle or distance, averaging 2.88 shots per game, made him a good point man. Man United sure miss a player like him, as he is able to play anywhere across the front three. Above all, his striking quality, no pun intended, was that he was somewhat of an accomplished finisher. Since his professional debut in 2018, he has played 129 games for Man United, scoring 35 goals. However, Greenwood's hope of securing more games in the red shirt was shattered after he was suspended in 2022 on account of assault. Greenwood's now girlfriend, Harriet Robson, shared photos of her injuries in a now deleted post, saying that the England player forced himself on her. After this, things start going downhill for the player. Immediately after this was revealed, Greenwood was arrested by Greater Manchester Police for further investigation. This made Manchester United release a statement explaining that Greenwood had been excluded from all first-team activities until further notice. However, after several months, the assault charges were dropped due to the withdrawal of key witnesses, and United was left in a delicate situation. They were entering a new season, and maybe Greenwood was a much better option to have than Anthony. In August, Manchester United's chief executive, Richard Arnold, informed the club management about the plan to bring Greenwood back after the case was settled. As part of this plan, Arnold intended to record a video explaining the decision to reintegrate Greenwood with the men's first team and then share it with both staff and the fans. But this decision did not go well with many fans. In the end, they chose not to anger fans that were already upset about the position of the club and loaned him while still paying most of his salary. United made the final decision to cut ties with the forward and help him find another club. After several potential options fell through, he sealed a loan move to Getafe. Seemed like they were ready to take on the heat. Well, the social media handlers handled it like they had waited their whole lives for this moment. Now reports are suggesting that Greenwood could fight his way back into the United team. Or is there really no way back for Greenwood? The potential new sporting director, Mitchell, who will be appointed if Sir Jim Ratcliffe assumes control of the club, was spotted at Getafe, opening up the rumour mill once more. While it's possible that Mitchell wasn't there to speak to the player, there is a potential that a further step into the matter won't be good for United. The decision to let him off the club was backed by the fans. It will be a slap on the fans' faces, no pun intended, to let him back. Getafe received a lot of backlash from the public after signing Greenwood, but the team seemed to understand what they were getting into. They did not let the opportunity slide, as they opened their English Twitter account just 2 days before announcing Greenwood in anticipation of English followers. True to their expectation, the online football community came in their droves to voice their displeasure with the La Liga club on their accounts. Even Anabela Estevez of the Anabela Foundation in Spain criticised the club on their stance on violence against women, saying the club was setting a terrible example. As they say, karma is a lady, and she decided to have her fellow girls back when she struck Getafe following Greenwood's signing. It came in their game against Madrid when they were moments away from sealing a massive 1-1 draw. Then, Jude Bellingham scored in the 95th minute to take all 3 points. The La Liga outfit seems to have healed the emotional wounds sustained by the player as they launched an entire media campaign to welcome him to Spain. It took the 22-year-old player just a week to sell more shirts than any other player in the history of the club. During the first training session, fans screamed in celebration every time he touched the ball. Now they often wait for him at the exit of the 16,500 capacity stadium wearing his shirt. It is safe to assume he has found his own. Since joining the Spanish side, Greenwood's been in a bit of a purple patch. He reconciled with Harriet Robson, who has given birth to their daughter. He has scored 5 goals and contributed 4 assists in 15 appearances for the club. His immense talent was put on display in Getafe's 3-3 draw against Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone's men took a 3-1 lead in the first half, but Getafe struck late twice to take the deserved point, with Greenwood in a starring role on the right-hand side of the attack. After the game, Getafe's coach, Pepe Bordalas, commented on Greenwood. "A fantastic game like the whole team. I said it from the very first day he arrived. He's a fantastic player who would reach his best level little by little. We've treated him well, and the whole team has played a great game. With this stellar run of form, the Getafe Azulones are keen on making his move permanent ahead of the 2024-25 season. Even Spanish giants like Real Madrid, Barcelona and Atletico are reported to have shown interest in the winger. The Catalan giants had reportedly sent scouts to monitor his performance in action earlier this season. Hopefully they can afford to buy him. The truth is that it seems no matter how good Greenwood performs at Getafe, he's expected to be back at Old Trafford in June 2024, and chances seem to be getting higher that he won't be allowed to leave the club. Will United be able to feature the player with how they have struggled in the Premier League? Manchester United are having it bad this season. They've lost 13 games in all competitions before Christmas. This record has only been broken by their 1930-31 season, where they lost 16 games before Christmas and they finished bottom of the top flight that season. Are they headed that way again? Although they finished third last season, they were the lowest scorer in the top 6 with 58 goals in 38 games. They were also second for big chances missed with 71. Fans were expecting the club to bring in an elite striker to help the problem. Instead of signing a proven striker, trust United to endanger their season as they bought a one-season wonder, Rasmus Højlund. The former Atlanta striker has netted 5 times in the Champions League and has recently scored his first goal in the Premier League. Although he may develop into a top striker that fans need, it will take time, and that is costing the team a lot right now. Remember when United signed Jadon Sancho? They had no goal or assist for 7 straight matches. Sky Germany mocked the former Borussia Dortmund player alongside his stat. Well, that will not be a good story that inspires fans. If those stats look bad, then you haven't glanced at Antony's record of no goals and assists in 18 appearances this season. These were the players signed to replace Greenwood, and they cost over $168 million in total. Now, United coach Ten Hag has exiled Sancho for disciplinary reasons, and he's left with Antony, who seems to be nothing but his 360 spin. Antony hasn't given the fans the thrill they expected in his first season away from Ajax, but fans gave him another chance, hoping he was only getting acquainted with the league. Instead, the 23-year-old has regressed and has become indefensible due to his poor performance and failure to contribute in attack. Even United will be regretting their £95 million gamble. Scoring a goal decides a player's performance, and Antony made his first impression by scoring against Arsenal, Man City and Everton. But his goals quickly dried up, and the scrutiny heightened. As the season reached Christmas, Antony is yet to record a goal or an assist. He would surely be praying against this kind of calendar year. He's just contributed a league goal across the last 12 months. Ten Hag has spent over £400 million at United, and he hasn't got his desired attacking option yet. Meanwhile, Greenwood, who got axed, is outperforming despite being out of professional football since January 2022. He's been able to get his career in Getafe off to a good start and has gotten his relationship settled. Will United pay for another winger, wait for Antony while they continue down their downward journey, or reintegrate Greenwood and enjoy a good winger again? They'll decide come next season. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more football content. Hey GOF, what are you saying? Greenwood in or Greenwood out?
Like and subscribe.